Hello painting friends! Today I am going to paint a picture with you. We've got some water in that. I've got black, white, a green, red, blue. You can hear my dogs barking. They're always barking. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is mix some white with the green. And I had a sketch on here that I'm not going to use, so I'm painting over that. So we're just going to start painting this light aqua color just right across the middle. I want it a little bit lighter. I'm going to mix a little more white. A little water to help it flow. And just use a big brush with broad strokes across it. I also don't recommend painting over top of your other paintings like I'm doing. But I didn't feel like finding a place for them right now. When you've covered up a good portion of your canvas like this, I want to get some of the blue and blend it around the edges. So I'm just going to put some blue along the edges here. A little bit of water helps it flow. So I'm going with the blue across the top, along the edges, and then across the bottom. And then, with a drier paintbrush, I'm going to wipe a lot of that liquid off. With a drier paintbrush, I'm going to blend it in. So smaller strokes, just kind of blend those together. I picked up a lot of paint, so I'm going to wipe my brush off again. And I'm going to go in with some more of this light green and blend it a little bit more. If you go across with some long brush strokes, that gets some of those, the brush strokes like that. If you go across it with a drier brush, you can blend those back out. Now I want a stronger blue around the edge, so I'm going to take some more blue. I want a pretty dark blue around the edge. I'm going to put some more of that in there. And then we want to blend it. I'm going to put just a little extra blue on the top, almost to the top. Then we want to make a purple color so it looks like it's blending into purple. So we mix a little bit of this red with the blue until it's about the color of purple that you like. And then we're gonna put that on the top here. I might want that to even blend a little redder. So I'll take some red and put that on the top. And go around the edges. Because the evening sky has a lot of colors in it. It's not just one shade of blue. I apologize for my dogs barking. Okay. I feel like I want to add a little bit of that to the bottom too, around the horizon. Just a little bit of the red with the blue. Now I want to take my black. I'm going to scrub my purple off a little bit and take the black just up around the corners. I'm going to put a little black around the corners too. And then we're going to paint black across the entire bottom. This is going to be our ground. So make a nice straight line wherever you want your ground to be. And that's our basic background. Now I want to blend a lot of these harsh lines in, but I've got a lot of black on my paintbrush, so I'm going to wash that off. And then dry it off. And then with a drier brush, we're going to blend this in. And the black will carry pretty far, so I want to blend it in just really close. So don't pull it all the way to the middle of your painting because it'll carry it over there. Just really close to your edges. Just kind of scrub them in like this. I'm going to give a little bit around the bottom. I actually feel like my blue isn't blended in quite as well as I want it to be. I'm going to clean my brush off and dry it off again and just scrub this blue in a little bit more so it's got a nice smooth background. I waited a little bit too long. It looks like it's drying, but that's fine. I actually don't feel like my blue is dark enough yet. I'm going to put some more in there. A little bit more around these edges. And to really blend it in with the light green, I'm going to put a little bit more light green out there too. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, you can see I moved my larger painting away because I'm going to put the stars in, and that gets a little bit splashy. So you want to get just your white paint. And then we're going to just flick the paint at the paintbrush. With the paintbrush onto the painting. So you can do it this way where you just pull it and it pops right off like that. Let's see if it works. It looks like my paint is too dry. You have to have just the right amount. There, I mixed a little more water with it. Let's see if this will come. Oh, there it goes. It's coming off the paintbrush now. Oh, there's some good stars. You especially want them in the dark black places because that's where your stars would show up. So you just get some really wet white paint and just kind of flick them. This will give you your smaller stars. I'm still practicing this technique. I've seen a lot of people do it with varying results. Looks like some pretty good stars. It's possible that I would want a different kind of paintbrush. This might not be the best one for this. Definitely clean your hands off after that. Okay, so up close, you can see we've got some small stars on the top and along the bottom. I'm going to paint the ones out of the ground because you don't want stars on your ground. So next, I'm going to take my smaller paintbrush and I'm going to paint some bigger stars. Just a few of a variety of sizes. Now we're going to paint some trees around the edge. So just draw some tree stumps, tree trunks. So mix your black paint with a little bit of water so it's pretty loose. And then we're going to draw some branches. Just leafy bunches. So I'm going to put some black shapes where the leaves would be. Because these are going to be tree silhouettes. So just draw some branches. And remember, branches come out of this tree trunk. They also come out of branches. So just draw a variety of branches. I got two tall trees around the edge of my painting, kind of bending in, because I think that frames the painting nicely. And your leafy bits come at the end of your branches. And you can't really draw these shapes wrong. You just kind of put blobs where you feel like your leaves would go. These bottom ones, I think I'll make them look more like pine trees or Christmas trees. So I'm just gonna spread their leaves out, starting with a point at the top, and then kind of just blending them out in a more of a triangle pattern. Let's go all the way to the ground with that. So just start at a point and then make it bigger and bigger until you get all the way to the ground. I'm going to add in a few more of these. And then I'm going to use my black and paint over the stars that I sprinkled in the ground. Don't forget that. You can hear my very creaky chair creak. So then clean off your brush pretty good. Wash it off, all that black. We're going to take some white, and I'd like to paint in a moon. I'm going to put my moon, do right in the middle or up in the sky. Let's just pick right in the middle. So I made a circle. It'll be a full moon. I'm going to paint a white a lot heavier on one side so it looks like it's shining a bit. Okay, then I want to paint the Aurora Borealis up in the sky. So what I'm going to do is paint kind of a squiggly green line. So I used the same green that's right here, and I'm going to go start from the edge and just kind of make a squiggly line. How about like that? And then what we're going to do is blend this up, kind of streaky like this. Because from what I can tell, it often shines up like that. Okay, so just keep blending it up. My paint ran out a little bit at the bottom, so I'm going to give it a little extra. Blend that some more. Let's give it one more little squiggle over here. How about we'll go up and around. Okay, then I'll blend this one up too. Right right over top of your stars. I'm going to paint a little bit stronger green in my Aurora Borealis. I'm going to get a little bit darker of a green because I want a little bit more color just around the bottom. I have never actually seen an Aurora Borealis in my life. If you have, let me know. So I'm just getting my darker green and smudging it up a little bit. And you can leave it a little softer on the edges because it's just shining light. I'm not gonna worry about blending it too much. That looks pretty nice. And they can actually blend up into white or purple. So I'm going to get just a little bit of white, really watery white, and just put a little bit in the middle. Smudge that up. Give it some wispy smudges. I'm doing a lot of up and down because that's the direction the light goes. I'm just going to blend my dark green paint strokes into the white. Okay, and then I think for fun, I'm going to put a little bit of purple into it too. So mix your red and your blue. I'm going to take a little bit of my white. I want a light purple. There we go. And I'm just going to put this just at the top in a few places. Right above that white color. Blend it in. Maybe go down a little bit in some places. I'm going to put a little bit up there. Put a good chunk right in the middle here. I'm going to get a little bit more white and put just some bright streaks in it. A really watered down white so it moves pretty easily. I'm going to put a big one right there. I really want this to look like it is shining. I think that's pretty nice. I'm actually going to put a little bit of white just around the tips of our trees where the moonlight would be hitting it. It'll give it a little more of a 3-dimension. So the moon's going to be hitting it in this direction and in that direction. So wherever the moon is, you draw a line to your tree and you know that's where it's hitting it. This branch will be underneath, along the edge. This branch will look like that. So I'm just putting a little bit of white around the edges. And these trees are under the moon, so the moonlight would hit it around this edge. Ooh, that one was still a little wet. I'm gonna wipe that black off. And just a little bit of white on the trunk in a few places to look like the light is shining on there. Well, there you go. This is our Aurora Borealis night painting. That wasn't too hard to do. Okay, if you liked this one, give this video a like or subscribe to my channel or let me know in the comments what you think. And please tell me what other kind of how-to paintings would you like to see from me. Well, until next time, keep painting.